And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Lunar 2 Eternal Blue. I'm your host, the RPG guy, and I made a mild error of judgment here. My judgment was that I could get the enemies to respawn, and I thought I could do this by going back to the Dragon Ship Destiny, but apparently not. So I killed a handful of enemies, not a whole bunch. I killed about 4 battles. 1, 2, 3, 4 battles worth. The enemies are dropping 500 to 700 XP a fight. Hence why it's like, I believe we can make them reappear, but I want to double check a few things. Before that, we do an actual grind session, whereas I said in the last episode we're going to do a grind session. Father, oh no, get up, I'm begging you, please! Why, Father, why has this happened? What's wrong, Porum? Ronfar, look, my father is... Balls, hey, what in the world happened here? Answer me, Balls! Porum. It chills me to the bone to witness the lows to which the chosen have. Ronfar, hurry, you must try to help him. Step aside, I'm already prepped and ready to go. Holy shit, it's like real magic. Happy hour. That's it, good. It's not the best recovery magic, but it'll have to do for now. Now then, tell me what happened, Porum. I don't know. The Chosen said that if I was a good boy, my father could be High Priest again. So I went to the shrine to give them information about the Destroyer. I told them that the Destroyer was in our house. I asked them to save Ronfar and Father from the Destroyer. Right after that, the flames of Althena's hands. Why? I did the right thing, right? Why? Grunts. Porum, what you did wasn't wrong. Father, you're a good boy, and Althena knows that. This unfortunate happening must have been some kind of mistake. Oh, but Father... There. Don't cry anymore. Porum, you should hold out your chest. You did what you knew to be right. That's right. The true evil is... I'm going to the shrine. I must find out what the Chosen are really up to. Attaboy. So, let me show you this fight, because I believe all the enemies out here are the same. And it's an easy fight, because really all we're going to do is use Leo to pretty much one-shot these battles. But it's a combination of Vortex and Grizzleblade. And this is the 3 enemy one, so this is going to give us around 500 XP. Whereas the 4 enemy one gives us about 700. Again, a lot of XP. I believe okay, so going to the Dragon Ship, so maybe going to the shrine, and then coming out of the shrine will cause all these enemies to respawn. Either way, even if they don't respawn and it's a one-time thing, fight every enemy here. There's going to be a shrine to heal at once we get to the temple. So there's no reason at all in any way, shape, or form to avoid these fights. If you get low on MP, just go back to the Althena shrine and continue fighting the rest of these mobs. Because that XP is delicious, man. You'd be insane to not soak this high amount of XP up. Because easily the characters will at least gain 1 level, if not multiple. Every 10 fights, minimum, they're guaranteed a level at this point. And that's not including the XP they've already gotten from the last dungeon. So, the only negative is that they hit like a truck, and we're over-leveled already being here. Okay, if you're in the mid to low 20s, these guys, you would have to go back to that statue almost between every round. Between every fight. Not literally, because Ronfar would heal, but when Ronfar's MP would run out, you'd have to return to the shrine and heal a lot more. So this is a neat way to kind of play catch-up with some of the frontline characters' levels here. As you can just see, the strategies universally are the same. We need to weaken them with Vortex and finish them off with Grizzleblade. If you are weaker than... If you are less than, like, level 30, you might have to do a little bit more work to actually accomplish this.
Victory is mine.
So, just as a heads up. But... still pretty easy to get through these fights. You're not going to get a lot of silver, though, so don't sit here grinding, silver. You're not going to get a lot for your trouble. But XP, fight every single creature here. There's no reason not to. You can see that is exactly what I am doing. And I don't care where they be. Where they be or what they be doing. I was hoping to show you a 4 enemy one, but we're not. So far, we're not running into them. There were 2 of them on the way over to
ferocious wind.
the priest's house. So the fact we're not running into any now is a little disappointing, but that's okay. Because 700 XP is far better than 5. Easily, each of these guys has to be giving us about 130
Victory is mine.
or 150. That's got to be like 170 XP or so. I don't know. It's a lot. However they come to that number, it's a lot of XP per kill. And to avoid these enemies would just be devastating to your growth. Okay, so that's one you would actually miss. Alright, now that we're at the shrine, I want to try something here. So we can heal inside the shrine, but I want to see... I thought we could get respawn. Ah, there we go. I knew we could get a respawn. So this is how we can grind levels. So I'm not going to complain. So I'm going to go back to what I said I was going to do and grind some of those levels. I will show you a 4 enemy battle here to show you the max XP you can get in this area. Really quick, I wanted to make sure we got access to the shrine here, because it's going to be a long, hard fight back if we don't. Lord Leo, what cause has kept you up this late hour? No reason I know to come here, because I cannot let you pass. If you prevent my advance, we shall take the gate forcibly. Step aside. I said step aside. I'll warn you not once more. Step aside or risk physical harm. Okay. That's better. Quick now, inside. Let's get this over with. Murder! And so we gotta pay $100 donation to heal here. And let's see really quick. Yeah, we can trek back. Good. So we have our to and fro kind of thing going. Where now it's not a problem, because it was a problem because I needed to make my way back, and so we'll never spend that 100 silver probably again. But I'm going to go back to my grinding session. Thank you very much. Before I was rudely interrupted with, oh my god, Leo has no MP. Now that's fixed, we can get back to the good job, the good work here. Really quick, I did want to show this fight here for the purposes of anybody doing the math for leveling and whatnot. You can see I'm going to do a little bit more to just try to get them all out in the first round, because all of them are going to usually get an attack off before Leo gets his turn. And so, at 40 to 50 damage a pop, that's pretty bad amounts of damage. You don't want to get hit that hard, trust me.
Victory is mine.
And there's your quick kill. But 720 XP isn't that bad at all. So anyway, I just wanted to show that to you guys for the sake of kind of figuring out the math of how long you're going to be hanging out here to try and get those couple easy levels. I don't know how many levels I'm going to do. I'm at least going to do 2 or 3. I might see if I can go more, but it depends on the spread of how much XP is actually required. Because you get to a certain point where it's like, okay, I'm going to have to fight these fights 20 times, 30, 40 times to get a level. That's when it's absurd. 20 isn't pushing it that much. So I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 battles here. So there's almost 10. And some of these give you a bit more. So that kind of makes up for the fact that there isn't enough. So if you just round it at 500 a battle, and you could say you get easily 5,000 XP a run here. So we should be gaining a level about once a run. And then it'll eventually turn to once every couple runs. And then we'll start seeing how that plays out. And then I'll make an executive decision at some point of what to do. Okay, and I timed how long it took. It was about another hour. So we've done like 2 hours of grinding in this game in its entirety so far, of like extra fighting. Excuse me one second. So when you look at it, the performance here, it's, pretty good actually. We got Hero to 35 and Ronfar to 35 with an hour of grinding, and we've gotten some evolution and new skills. Speed Storm, which increases Hero's own agility. And we got Calm Litany to turn into Tranquil Litany, which is a stronger version of the AoE heal. So, I'm not going to complain about that too much. I don't think there was anything else that changed. Leo evolved 2 of his spells. Crack Zone and Rock Riot, I believe, both evolved. And Rock Cobra did not. So that was an interesting way that played out. And if I sat down for another hour, I could probably get him up to 36 or 38. But at that point, it's starting to get into the realm of just like, you know, Ronfar and Hiro just leveled. And it's, you know, yeah, I could get him another level in 1.5 runs. But I think 35 is pretty sufficient. So, and we still got more to deal with anyway. So it's not like, you know, we're hurting for anything major here. So we should be okay going forward and preserving as much health as possible, as you know, our main characters are behemoths now. Gather, gather, holy flames burn, the evil ones burn, burn, holy flames burn, burn the evil souls. What? What kind of foul magic is this? It is as you see, Leo. Can you still believe the chosen are pure? There is time for thought and reflection later. We must save the city first. If we fail to put out the fire, the city will burn to the ground. Understood, Ronfar. Leo, let's get this fire out. So we just walk around it, really. There's some items in here that are somewhat relevant, so we're going to try to make sure we get them all. But again, that's always the easier said than done mentality. As we're going to be introduced to some new enemy types. Nothing we can't handle. It's really I believe the Diclops is the new baddie here. As you can see, wind magic's going to do us some good. Should be able to do that. And you see, Earth is not going to be good except in the corner there. So we don't want to burn through our MP too quickly. I'm just doing a little bit now, just to get it over with. But the reality of it is that there's no healing at the top of this place, and there is a boss fight coming. So you'd probably be reluctant to burn through Hiro and Leo's MP too much. But just to show you their weaknesses, and that's, to me, a easy thing to do. I'm not going to continue that practice, though. But you'll notice the XP drop here is substantial. It's half the XP we were getting outside on average. Hence why it's one of those places where if you're not leveling out there, you ain't leveling right, buddy. You want to get those levels out in the town, because the amount of XP that you get is just incredible. And it'd be kind of silly to not exploit that opportunity. So, yeah, just pointing that out. The other thing, too, is we have a lot of healing items that we can burn to get up to the top of this dump. I mean, this wonderful dungeon. So there shouldn't be much reason to burn through our main characters, Hiro and Leo's MP. Ronfar, we may not be able to help the MP burn there, primarily because he's going to have to probably cut in with the healing at some point. But we do have some starlights, just in case. I would never use a silverlight, but starlights are fine, and that's assuming we'd even need it. But the need to conserve MP is going to be paramount in this endeavor, so that's a thing, you know, for as much as it's worth. And I'm just gonna point this out. Yeah, you're not seeing things. That enemy is called a nipple yanker, and it's hilarious. Anyway, I won't bore you guys with these drawn-out fights just because I'm trying to conserve MP. They're gonna be drawn out, so we'll go ahead and I'll skip some of these fights for you. All right, let's keep moving here. And I think this is the last enemy type we need to show off here. as everything else you've seen. And this is the Electro Eye. Now, they're a bit more of a pain in the butt. Because I believe they're immune to most things, which can be somewhat problematic. Let me check here. Yeah, I believe he's immune to most stuff. Yeah, so not immune, but he just doesn't take additional damage. And he has a, if I'm not mistaken, he has a devastating AoE attack if you let him kind of get too many hits in, or too many rounds in. Yeah, see there it is, up in the 60s for damage. So, wanting to put a stop to that, we're gonna need to smash him down pretty quick. Luckily, it seems that his turn comes last, so usually that combo right there is enough to take him down, but you can just see that's a lot of damage to take from an enemy type in this dungeon, where you can't really, you can backtrack to the healing all the way at the bottom floor, but you're not going to get much XP or get much benefit from taking hits like that. So if you can avoid it, the better, but sometimes you just can't avoid stuff like that, so you gotta kind of take that as it comes, you know. Alright, let's keep moving here. We're thrown into another fight. Alright, let's keep moving as we get a Starlight, which probably is going to get used. Now we have two different paths that we can go. One that leads to glorious things, and the other that leads to the end. We're obviously going to go for the glorious things. So let's do that. So we're actually heading down the way we came, pretty much through the other leg. And we're going to avoid the fights just for now, because we got to come back the way we came, literally. Some of these I might be able to avoid, some of them not so much. But you can, if you're curious and trying to do a low-level run, you're going to see some of the ways to do that by just dodging like a champ, kind of. Alright, let's keep moving. And could get right by him. If you know how to do it, you can easily avoid some fights, but we're not going to do that going back up. We're going to fight him going back up. As you see now, we're here at the feet with a healing ring and a healing crest. Now, the healing crest is interesting, as you'll notice that Ronfar can't equip it. Oh no, there it is, right there. Attacks absorb enemy HP, does not work with staves. So, as quickly as you think this would be good for an offensive character, or a defensive character, this is better for offensive attacks. So obviously we'll put that on there. After some experimentation, I've noticed the power crest, when it doesn't turn yellow, it doesn't do anything. So we're not going to really bother with that. And you guys can argue that all you want, but I put the power crest alongside the warrior crest and was doing no different damage on special attacks and regular attacks. The damage was exactly the same. So, contrary to popular belief that it does something, it really doesn't. Really, this would be nice, but I don't really think we're going to need it right now. So anyway, we've grabbed those two goodies. As far as crests go, it'd be nice to put it on Hero. It'd be nice to put it on Leo. So that they heal after each attack, but we're just going to have to give it to Ronfar for the time being. Because Ronfar doesn't have one on him, and he may as well have something on him. Alright, let's keep moving, as we have to head on up. We're going to fight, like I said, each of those enemies on the way back. So at this point, there's no reason not to. We'll keep moving. Oops, go the wrong way there. So we're almost back to where we were, which is the hips. Hips. Alright. Moving. Kind of back to where we were. So we gotta keep going up. But we're almost there. Not much left to really explore here. Instead of grabbing us a healing nut, and I'll wipe these two enemies out. Alright, let's keep moving here. We head up and up and up and up. Grab a delicious silver light. I think we're in the booby region. Let me finish off these fights here. Alright, so we cleaned house here. Pretty much removing all the challenges and all that. And I used 2 starlights. You know, I mentioned I wasn't a big fan of them, but I realized we had 17 of them at the time. So I was like, well, wouldn't hurt to use maybe a couple, get that MP back up. and all that. So let's keep moving here. We've got ourselves a boss fight. Some people find it to be a hard one. I find it to be not that hard. Look, there is the flame. We must extinguish it at once. Then the city can be saved. Easier said than done. Did that flame just take the shape of... Leo, step back. I think it's alive. It's just like Baal said. This isn't just a flame. Battle positions, Hero and Ronfar. It's getting ready to strike. It's getting ready to strike. Unlike the Nipple Yankers, who was doing terrible things. Anyway, so let's get this underway. There's no reason to buff Hero with Speedstorm. His agility going up isn't going to make this fight go any faster. And for the sake of argument, we'll start putting Saint Litany probably on Ronfar. He's probably... No. You know who's going to need it is going to be Hero who's going to need it more than that. Because Hero should be the primary target of all incoming single target attacks. So...
Dodge this!
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah, baby, yeah!
And any free round that Ronfar gets, we'll make sure to throw up Saint Litany on somebody else. Well, I'm on fire. You can see that actually kind of helps. So let's put up Saint Litany on Leo, because he's going to get that AoE. Now there's an attack we're looking for this boss to do. Currently he's probably going to hit all of us, I think, is this attack, but when his wings flap really fast, he's going to single target Hero, hopefully. And when he does that, he's going to do massive damage. And we need to be prepared for that attack. You can either wear it like a champ, which probably would one-shot Hero at this stage of the battle, or you don't bother with it. But personally, I think it's in our best interest to not wear such a devastating attack. So usually when you see his wings flap really hard, have Hero defend to kind of reduce the damage, because you're talking like 170 damage at a low if your levels aren't as high as mine.
I saved this for you, infidel.
And so maybe just as a show off, I might actually take the hit straight up just to show you the damage. But look at how much damage he's doing in general. Just, you don't want to get hit by that. You know what? We're gonna defend, because I honestly don't want to get hit by that. So we'll pop that. Oh wait a minute, what am I doing? He's about to do it. Put up Tranquil Entity, and you'll know he's doing it because it's the fur. He'll get an attack before us. Yeah. And okay, so 76. That's with defense up. If defense was it up, it probably would have done double, if not triple, the damage. We're at level 35. We're way arguably over leveled for this fight, and we're still taking massive amounts of damage. So I don't recommend being underprepared for taking that hit, which I think I'm not defending him again. So we're gonna be. No, wait, what's he doing? Yep. So there's the 147. So yeah, if we got hit with that again, it would be devastating. The Hero would go down. So he did that attack twice in a row.
I saved this for you, infidel.
Unless he's doing that attack again, we should be okay. No sword. I think it's just going to be area of effect. So let's go with the big heal there.
Dodge this.
We should get Hero back up to full health.
I love this.
So there's your example right there. It's devastating. Even when you're over leveled, it's a devastating thing to hit you. And the best part is because we're leveled up enough, our characters are faster than the boss. Whereas if you're under-leveled, or if you're doing this at a kind of a lower tier of leveling, the boss, I think, is faster than Ronfar and possibly Leo. So I could be wrong about Leo, though. I'm not sure off the top of my head. He's doing that attack again. We'll defend. Multi-heal, though we gotta back off on some of that because it's costing way too much to do. As you can see, it's costing 24 to do the Tranquil Litany. So we're gonna actually do more cost-effective healing coming out.
I save this for you, infidel.
It should be almost dead, too, so we gotta be getting close to the big win here. We've done tons of damage. Just have him defend this round. No point in sending him up there to attack, because then he'll become the target of the physical attack, which we don't want.
Dodge this. I save this for you,
Could have used the dice
infidel.
ability, I guess, but meh. The evens odds one, but whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. Same deal. We're not gonna have Ronfar do anything this round. Trying to conserve that MP. His AoE healing is now really, really good, so
I save this
it's
for
just
you,
burns through
infidel.
MP really quickly. Because it's a vast improvement from the other one he had. I could have probably put Leo in the back row, but I didn't do that, so whoopsies. Again, we'll go with the regular attacks.
Dodge
Should be
this.
dead soon here. We've been hitting him pretty consistently.
I save this for you, infidel.
Yeah, there he goes. At 6,000 XP, that might be a level. Yeah. Heroes, 67, 1 point, 1 point, and 2 points in agility, 1 point in defense, 2 points in speed, 2 points in wisdom, and 2 points in magic defense. That's a pretty good level, which means Ronfar is near level as well. So, awesome. Will you look at that? I bet this is how the flame is supposed to look. And there, look at the city. Well, looks like nothing's on fire anymore, so that's probably a good start. The city has most certainly been saved, but... Ronfar, I know what troubles your heart. You have my support, friend. For now, I shall return to the Destiny. Alright, so, yay. We can actually skedaddle that way, or... I believe we can skedaddle this way. All the same. We never use it. May as well use it once. At least once. As it takes us back to the bottom of the dungeon. We head out.
Well, you get a load of that, these people haven't fainted dead away standing.
Sheesh. That has got to take some kind of skill. But what is causing this to happen? So they just assumed that that was the one you would actually talk to first. Alright, so let's head back, as we have done good. Done good, son. Done good. This city won't be consumed by fire any longer. I'm worried about Lucia and the others. We'd better get back to the Destiny soon. And sooner said than done, my friend. As there's no fire blocking our way back. We can get a delicious free healing. We'll make a delicious save because of a glitch that can come up. It's not really a glitch as much as it is playing on the console on an old PS2. Sometimes it doesn't load the next disc in right. So I just want to make sure we're good in case I got to restart. And it's not a game glitch, it's really a problem with my console. The disc tray opens and closes impromptu, or it closes impromptu once it's open. It'll just close for no reason, thinking there's something pushing it closed. I don't know why. I don't know how to get it fixed, but it's something that occurs with my PS2. I'm sorry, Leo, but you had to know the truth, and for your sake and ours. Now, could you be a sport and let the ladies go? Leo, what's wrong, buddy? Are you going into shock? I can't say I blame you. Now you know the truth about the Chosen. You know that what you believe in was enough, Ronfar. Leo, the will of Althena is absolute. Doubt cannot be forgiven. If the goddess deems Lucia to be the destroyer, and demands Lucia's death, then I... Leo, no! Leo, what? Lucia was judged by Althena herself and sentenced to death. And by defying the will of the goddess, I am guilty of treason and sentence myself to death.
Well, well, brother. It appears you've become soft in
Hookers
your
and
old
blow?
age.
What?
Althena gave a direct order to destroy Lucia, and for some unknown reason, you've chosen to ignore it. I guess it's up to me now. Bend to your executioner, Lucia. The game is up.
What are you doing, Mallory? Please, Mallory, don't do what I think you're about to... Is that he... I can't do voices for every one of these characters, especially because there's so many female characters and I'm not good at female voices.
Is that you, Ronfar?
Because I happen to be a man. I can't, my voice isn't that high. I can't contort it in ways that make sense. Yes, Mallory, it's me. I know it's been a while, but have you already forgotten about me?
Ronfar, I have desired to see you for such a long time. After I kill these heathens, we have to talk and catch up with each other. Oh my, you're a heathen too, aren't you? I suppose we should postpone our chat. Oh,
why are you acting this way, Mallory? Why are you being so damn evil? The Mallory I knew would never say something like that. You're a stranger to me. Stop this at once, Mallory. If you do not, I shall use my authority as the White Knight to smite you. You know that the words I speak ring true, sister. Do not force me to follow through. I am escorting Lucia and her friends to Pentagoulia at Althena's behest. To interfere would be to run counter to the wishes of the goddess you supposedly serve.
but of course, brother. Please, don't let me interfere in such important business. I'm sure that Althena will deal with your insubordination soon enough. Farewell, Ronfar.
I don't know, I just threw that in there. Hero, Ronfar, I apologize. And to you Lucia. It is my hope that you will be able to meet the goddess. I will provide you with safe passage to Pentagoulia. Leo, please, Ronfar, please don't say anything right now. I'm confused and questioning my faith and all kinds of deep-seated story points that actually make sense. For the most part, I mean, how they're constructed is subjective as far as what you think is good and not, but ultimately it's an interesting development. And perhaps Leo ain't such a bad guy. Hey, Chief, did you ever notice that life is as unpredictable as a roll of the dice? And I don't mean my super lucky dice either. I never expected to see Mallory again. And I never expected to see her like that. I'm sorry, Ronfar. I never really know what to say at times like this. No, hero, I'm sorry. We're finally on our way to Pentagoulia, and I decided to bum you out with my tale of woe. Tell you what, friend, why don't you go and check out the interior of this baby? Okay. So, all we really need to do is make a save now. Forget where the actual transition is. Oh, you know, we're almost to it. Okay, so we're in the Destiny. Let's just go. There's nothing to find here. There's nothing to see here. Some okay conversation to have, but nothing that is that apparent or relevant. As we now need to head to the deck of the ship. Hey, Lucia. I guess she didn't hear me.
Hero, don't you think Lucia's been acting a little strange?
She probably has a lot on her mind, Ruby, especially since we're almost to Pentagoulia. Pentagoulia! Pentagoulia, Pentagoulia. It could be like a 90s rock song or the name of a band. Ladies and gentlemen, your rock band winner of the 90s, Pentagoulia. I'm just fucking with you guys. Lucia. Uberella.
What's the deal, Hero? Is Lucia up there or not?
Ruby, I feel kind of weird about this, but I have a big favor to ask. Ever since the first time we set foot on the Destiny, I've wanted to stand at the helm. I know it sounds silly, but I want to pretend that I'm in charge of the Destiny. The thing is, if Leo spots me up there, he'll freak, so I need you to watch out for him.
Sure, Hero. I mean, it's not any weirder than when we pretend to be Dragon Master, when you pretend to be Dragon Master Alex, but, Hero, are you hiding something from me?
What? Not at all, Ruby. I just don't want you to make fun of me while I take the home.
I'm kidding, Hero. I'm kidding. You get flustered way too easily these days. You know that. Anyway, I'll look out for Leo. Go and make your weird little fantasy come true.
Oh, we're gonna make a fantasy come true, kitty cat. Bow, bow, bow. I'm sorry, Ruby. I'll never lie to you again. Bow, 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 bow. I'm gonna make love to Lucia. We're gonna get a little freaky too. With Anjali and leather and a bottle of super glue. We're gonna make a human pretzel dipping in love, giving love, giving love, giving love, love, love. Okay, got a little too into that. My bad. Why, hello, nurse.
We're almost to Pentagoulia, Lucia. After everything we've been through, the end is finally in sight. Once we're there, you can meet with the goddess Althena and your mission will be complete. But why do you seem so sad? This is what you've wanted all along. You should be happy.
You don't understand anything.
Huh?
Hero, you don't even have a glimpse of what's really at stake here.
But, Lucia...
I came from the Blue Star to find Althena. That's my only mission. Zophar must not be allowed to return to full power. His evil will destroy this world. We must find a way to prevent his return, even if it... No! I came to this world to stop Zophar from reviving at any cost. Hero, the only hope for blocking his power at this point is to seek help from Althena. Once that is accomplished, my mission here will finally be complete.
Then, won't everything be okay?
But then...
Lucia?
This is all so confusing. I can't stop thinking about what will happen if... Oh, what's happening to me? Why does my heart feel so heavy and my mind spin with possibilities? Why can't I accomplish the tasks I've set out to do?
Lucia, I don't understand.
Oh, Hero, you can't possibly understand. Just leave me alone.
Waifu, no! Waifu. Why? Waifu! Oh, I'm a bastard.
Hero, I didn't see Leo, but I saw Lucia. She ran past me with such sorrow in her face. Did something happen, Hero?
Lucia. Dun dun dun! Ask me what it means! Ask me what it means! Oh, darn.
Whoa! Hero, look! Is that Pentagoulia?
It's gotta be, Ruby. I've heard tales about Pentagoulia, but I never imagined it would be so... unreal.
Welcome to the land of the holy roller. Hot damn! Looks like only the wealthy live there. Oh my stars and garters. So now we need to insert disc 2. And this is where I run into some problems sometimes because the damn disc tray doesn't work on my PlayStation 2 very well. So give me a second here. Let's see if I can do this without messing it all up. Yeah, see, it went back in with no disc in there. And then I have to like acefully put the new next disc in before the tray closes. Oh, it's nerve-wracking, I tell you. Luckily, there's not a lot of PS2 games with multiple discs. It's really just my PS1 games I worry about sometimes. Alright, not often do you actually get to sit through a disc change with me. And there's a third disc to this game. It's a pretty big game for what it is. I assure you, son. It is big deal. Alright, so... we've arrived at last. Welcome to the holy city of Pentagoulia, governed by the goddess Althena. So thus, we are in control and all that good stuff. And as you can see, Jean and Lamina have suddenly caught up with us level-wise. Isn't that pretty cool? Because no new skills here, but look at that. Pyro Pillar and Crematorium are learned, as well as Erase Magic. Clears the field of elemental magic. All kinds of cool stuff happened while we were busy leveling Hero and Ronfar. Again, one of the biggest reasons why I insist that you put in that extra effort. I can't say that enough. I really can't. It's really worth doing. But while we're at it, this is a really great place for us to stop for today. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy. And when we come back, we'll have some more Lunar 2 Eternal Blue. And we're going to start hopefully getting to the bottom of all the weirdness that's going on revolving the Chosen. And apparently the goddess Althena herself has some explaining to do. And it's going to get kind of weird going forward. And you're not going to want to miss it. So thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy. And like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackTartStudios for live, awesome JRPG role-playing experiences, as well as tabletop games and more. Don't miss out on it. It's a lot of fun, and I know you guys will love what we're doing over there. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.